What's up everybody and welcome back to the channel. Now today I'll be going over how to color grade your F-Log footage with Dehancer. And in case you guys didn't know, you can now purchase Dehancer with your credit card like normal again. You don't need to buy cryptocurrency to make that happen, thank God. Now if you're looking for a discount, you can use my promo code JAMES10 for 10% off. Now this is a clip from my wedding film where the bride and her son went viral. So let's hop into Resolve and I'll show you how I color graded this clip. Hey everyone, so now we're in Resolve. And pretty much I'm gonna go through how I edit my wedding films if I'm not shooting an F-Log, or even if I did shoot an F-Log, because for me this is just the best way to make sure I have a complete shot match or close to it. So first I'm gonna start with a color space transform, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go right here. Now since Fuji don't have their own cinema codec like B-RAW or Sony RAW or anything like that, just raw codec in general, I'm just going to use Asus AP1. And then for input gamma I'm going to use Fujifilm F-Log. And for output gamma I'm going to actually go to Cineon Film Log. And the reason is because Cineon Film Log is actually how you're able to use the DaVinci film looks. This is really the correct way to use them. You just don't drop them on your footage like a regular look, because they won't work. So this is actually the best way to use them. But with this, I'm gonna actually do that because I'm gonna go back into Dehancer. And Dehancer is pretty much gonna give me that film look I want. Now right here in source, you gotta change this because like I said, I transformed this footage to Cine Film Log. So right now it's in the correct color space, but as you can see, it have its own look, and it always does this because right now the profile is Kodak Vision, which I could leave it on there, but actually I'm gonna use a different film print, and I'm gonna actually use the Fujifilm Pro 400 because that kind of give me the ballpark of where I want my footage to look already. So, and actually I'm gonna just put this back on gallery or media pool. I'm gonna actually scoot this over a bit. Alright, so since I did that, then I'm gonna go down here to right here where it's linear, and I'm gonna put this on the Kodak 2383 print film. And this is like your finished look. Hollywood do this all the time with a lot of just movies. Even Justice League was shot on film, or parts of it was shot on film, and they use this film print as their finished look. So I'm talking about the Snyder cut, not the other thing. We could just forget about that one. So alright, so the first thing I'm gonna do is, since I got everything I want, I need to turn off the grain because the grain is actually pretty strong, and I want to do all my editing without that on first. That way I have like the clearest image possible. Then I got to bring up my scopes because as you can see, everything is crushed. And before I even do that, I'm actually gonna go right here to film type. Well, actually it's not it. Nope. Where is that? Right here, analog range limiter. They give me a little bit more room to breathe. So the first thing I'm about to do is actually just go to my exposure, and actually I'm just going to bring it up because as you can see, everything is like crushed. And actually this was exposed correctly. So here, where is that? Right here. So I'm going to bring it up to about right there. That's where I want it. And then I'm going to go back up here. Then I'm going to mess with my black and my white points actually, because with this I do want to create some contrast. And I like how that look right there. And as you can see, we're not clipping anything. Sometimes I do clip the reds a bit, but honestly it's fine because sometimes I do want to push my image. So next thing I'm gonna do is go to the temp and tint, and I'm actually just bring this over just a bit. I kind of do it just for the skin tones as well. So let me zoom in on that so I can see it better. And then with the tint, I'm gonna actually put a little green in there, just a tad bit, not a lot. I don't need a lot. So and I like that. So let's go to the target white. And it is kind of cooling it down a bit. And I like that as well. Now the first thing you see is like it do look good, but it doesn't pop. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go outside of Dehancer and I'm gonna just pull up my saturation a lot. so that way we can see a lot of our colors. And I'm gonna just bring it right up there to about 64, almost 65. Now we see our colors a lot better, especially in their skin tones, because when I color grade, I really want to pay attention to the skin tones, because especially for weddings, nobody want their wedding film highly stylized. People want their dress to look right. People want their skin tones to look good. They don't want anything that's highly stylized. You know, we don't want to make it look like a horror movie or anything like that. So we're about to go back into Dehancer. And let me just bring this back, because I kind of want this whole thing so I can see where I'm going. And actually, I like that look, honestly. If you leave it there, I would actually like that look. Yes, I know it wasn't looking green like this in real life, but Plantera, which is a wedding venue in West Bloomfield, it's literally one huge greenhouse, and it was gorgeous. And because of that, even though it was one huge greenhouse and we had soft light coming through the entire venue, there was a lot of plants there, and plants are green. So that's why I kind of did it like this, because it looks better, and that green cast look even more real because of the plants. So because in real life you'll have some shades of green on you anyway, because the lights are bouncing around. So now we're gonna go here and we're just gonna mess with this a bit, just a little bit, not a lot. Boom, I like that right there. Now I am changing the colors a bit, I know that, but I do kind of like that right there. Now honestly, if you wanted to leave it here, that'd be totally fine, because this is a wedding. Not that many brides really want their wedding to look like it was shot on film. One thing I'm about to do is I'm about to actually just bloom these highlights. I'm not gonna really mess with the settings. I'm just gonna enable that, and boom. Now I want to go to. I'm not even actually. Usually, what I like to do is actually just go to total impact and bring that down a bit. But I'm not gonna do that here. I'm just gonna leave that there. So I think what I might do actually is just actually bring up that saturation just a bit more, like right there. I like that. Now I don't know how this is gonna translate, because I'm actually editing this on a Rec 709 and sRGB 100% certified monitor, so I'm not actually sure how this is gonna translate on YouTube, but hopefully it does translate good. So now what I'm about to do is add film grain, and I'm actually not going to add a lot of it. So I'm going to go back and just enable it, because I did disable it at first because it was just way too strong. That's way too strong for me. So I'm just going to go right here and bring all this down, and then enable it right there. As you can see, there is a little bit of grain there, but you know, it's not a lot. And actually, I may just and I'm just want to bring it up just a bit, not too much, because like I said, this is a wedding. So this is a wedding, and you know, mostly the bride wanted to look clean, so we can do something like that. And honestly, I think that looked good. Now, I really pretty much gave this like a more vintage look, especially with the colors. And that is why Dehancer is so powerful, because you have access to a ton of film prints. And these are not LUTs. These prints are actually based on real film print emulations, or real film print that Hollywood used to use back in the day of shooting movies on film. And I say that back in the day, but they're actually still doing it. Like, some movies are still shot on these 12, 15, 20-year-old cameras that shoot film, and you still getting amazing images out of those cameras. So film ain't dead. I mean, yes, I know digital is the main key. It's the main camera, or the main type of camera that everybody like to shoot on. But you know, some of these movies, like I said, like Justice League, like, you know, Euphoria season 2, you know, those are all shot on film, and they look amazing. Even with Euphoria, like the actual film prints they use are in Dehancer. And if you have the Pro, you have access to all their new film prints. So this is why Dehancer is so powerful. And I hope you guys get this. And as you saw in the beginning of the video, my promo code to get 10% off Dehancer will be posted. So make sure you use that. Thank you guys for checking out this video, and again, you can now purchase Dehancer with your credit card like normal. There is no more need to purchase cryptocurrency to actually get this package, and use my code James10 for 10% off. And before you go, what I want you to do is smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I upload new content. Peace.